On today's episode, we are looking back at the year of 2022 and just looking at all the major events that happened both here in the country and just around the world. Spoiler alert, a lot happened that I forgot about and maybe you forgot about too. So stick around, listen to what happened in 2022, and hopefully 2023 can be a little bit better and treat us a little bit better. We all deserve it. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Red Pegasus Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Martin Garcia and Darian Clark.
Well, Martin. New year, new us? Nope.
No.
New year, same us.
It's New Year, same us for sure.
Just your boys back at it. This went from a 2 to a 3.
2 to 3? Oh.
2022, 2023.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot has changed, right?
Not a lot has changed. Not
Yeah.
like 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
Where you got like a whole set of new digits at the end.
Yeah. Not a whole lot.
Oh, well. And you do anything exciting? Christmas, New Year's, New Year?
Exciting? I mean, it's all exciting just, because I get to watch my girls be a part of things, they've never been a part of.
Yeah.
But if it were just me, no, wasn't exciting. It was pretty chill. Not a whole
Did y'all
lot.
stay up until midnight for New Year?
For New Year, yes.
Okay.
But obviously the kids didn't.
Yeah.
They were in bed. It's funny because we had some friends over on New Year's, but we did a YouTube ball drop at 8 p.m. for the kids.
Yeah.
Just found like an old one on YouTube. I mean, it said 2023, but it definitely wasn't like the real thing. Just did a little ball drop there. Cheers, some little white grape cider sparkling, you know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes that sparkling stuff is a lot better than the real stuff.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Blow the horns and call it a night. Everyone dipped out and the house was clean by 9 p.m.
Dang.
Girls were in bed by 9:30, and then it was just the wife and I hanging out until 12:01. And then we were off to bed.
Adults only time.
Yeah.
Nice. I was actually about to ask you if you guys did that because I've been seeing a lot of people doing that on like social media, putting the fake or like previous year's ball drops. And I'm like, dang, that's messed up. These kids are gonna remember that forever.
It's pretty great. What about you, man?
Pretty good. We spent the new year with some friends of ours at their apartment and stayed up till the ball dropped.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, it was pretty good.
Nice.
Nothing too exciting. Just hanging around. Playing the usual drinking games.
Yeah.
King's Cup, Waterfall, whatever you call it, whatever hood you're from,
Right.
however you call it. Riding the bus, a whole bunch of stuff. It was good.
Nice.
How was Christmas time?
It was good. So we're still in the early stages. It's our third year of doing the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but 12 days leading up, we do a fun, exciting thing every day. Whether it's going out and serving people in the community or bringing gifts to our neighbors or decorating cookies.
Yeah.
Every day looks different, going looking at
Nice.
Christmas lights. So we love doing those traditions. Baby doesn't really know what's going on, but toddler loves it. She's all about it. Every day we go and open up a little bag and pull out a paper and it tells us what we're doing that day.
Oh, nice.
And her face just lights up every single time. So that was probably the highlight of it all. Getting some time off is always nice, but of course I was sick the entire time I was off.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really feel like time off, but at least I didn't have to go to work and be sick.
Exactly. That's always a bummer.
But needless to say, I'm grateful I got some time off between Christmas and New Year's.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat with you when it comes to being sick during the holidays. This is, I think, now from previous recordings, my 5th week now being just stuffed up completely. This time, I think it was actual sickness, though, not allergies like I was claiming before.
Yeah.
I think you and I both had that respiratory infection, whatever's going around that everyone's getting.
For real.
Just coughing and stuffy nose and sneezing. And it's like just lingering around. It's not going away at all.
Yep.
It's stuck. And I really hope it goes away because I'm tired of sounding like this.
Yep.
But Yeah, we spent Christmas in Ohio. It was nice. Saw the in-laws, saw the little ones, and same thing. I mean, we have nieces and nephews over there, so seeing their faces light up every time they open up a gift is always fun. Her nephew got like a Batman, probably like 3 feet tall Batman action figure. Dang. It was so cool. That's awesome. I was like, man, I'm gonna take that with me back to Dallas. Yeah, it was a good time. Had a white Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Which was also pretty nice.
Yeah.
Snowing when we landed. And very, very cold. Thing got down to like -10.
-10?
I think. -10, -11. Yeah.
Goodness.
It was pretty cold, but it was nice. Nice overall.
Do you have any issues with flying?
No. Because we do not fly Southwest.
Okay, good call.
Yeah, no, we flew American, so all that was pretty good. We were worried that there was going to be we got like a snow advisory message from American, but everything was pretty smooth.
Nice. Lucked out there.
Definitely. A lot of people definitely did not luck out, though, with Southwest flights.
Yeah, man.
Dude just canceled left and right. I think Natalie had a friend who had a flight that was canceled twice because she was flying Southwest. I was like, dang. Can't imagine.
Nope.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. Just glad I don't have to fly during the holidays, because that just sounds like a lot of people.
Seriously.
That I don't want to mess with.
It's hit or miss when it comes to how many people are in the airport.
Oh, really?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah. What do you say we jump into this year-end review, Martin?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's just review the entire last year.
From start to finish.
Yeah, I have events in every month of the year. Some of the mainly hanging around the U.S.
Yeah.
And I get a little local on some of them, but our country's top headlines, whether good or bad, we could get a little sad here, we can get a little depressing here, but trying to keep it on the lighter side throughout all these. We'll talk about some deaths. We'll talk about some things that happened locally. But yeah, let's just jump right on into it. You ready?
Yeah.
Starting off in the month of January, on January 3rd of 2022, Apple reached $3 trillion in market value.
Wow.
First ever U.S. company to do that.
Wow.
Pretty wild.
That is wild.
6 days later, on the 9th, Bob Saget, rest in peace. Age of 65.
Dude, that also, like, I like doing these because I forget. One, I forget things that happened in the year, but then two, I forget how long ago it was, and I feel like this would happen in November or October. I forgot that it happened all the way back in January.
Yeah.
Almost a year ago.
Yeah. Check this, January 10th, the first successful heart transplant from a pig to a human patient occurs in Baltimore, Maryland. Sad note, the guy did die 2 months later.
Oof.
But he lived for 2 months.
That's pretty good.
With a pig's heart.
That's pretty good.
Dude, that is insane. We are moving places. Also on the 10th, the University of Georgia beat the University of Alabama in the college football national championship.
And just foreshadowing, they're in the championship again, right?
Georgia's in it again.
Against TCU.
Playing little old TCU.
Little old TCU.
Dude, I was watching the semifinal last weekend when they were playing Michigan. And it showed this graphic of comparing TCU to Michigan. It was like TCU's campus acreage, 3,000 acres. Michigan's campus acreage, 30,000 acreage.
Dang.
TCU's enrollment, like 7,000. Michigan's enrollment, 53,000 or something like that. And they beat Michigan.
Gosh.
Little horny frogs from TCU.
Yeah, everyone had TCU, losing that game.
Yeah, it was wild. Man, they came to play.
That was a good one. We watched the Ohio State game New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, man, the turnout on that. Obviously, Natalie being from Ohio, too.
Yeah.
They're big Ohio State fans.
Yeah.
And that last field goal kick.
Yeah. It was brutal.
Just brutal.
Did you see the ball dropping to that field goal kick?
No.
It was almost synchronized.
That's what, okay, so she was saying, like, because they're in Eastern time.
Yeah.
She was like, it's about to be New Year's by the time he kicks this ball.
Yeah.
And so that's awesome.
Like,
I didn't see that though.
The football falling from his kick was almost the exact same time as the ball dropping.
Really?
In Times Square.
Dude, imagine that. Just kicking that field goal at the same time the new year came around.
Yeah. It was wild, man. So yes, TCU is playing defending champions University of Georgia on Monday night. January 18th, Microsoft agrees to buy Activision Blizzard for $75 billion.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. On the 20th, we lost Meatloaf.
Oh.
Remember we covered that on the show?
Yeah, we did.
Local guy, age of 74. And on the 31st, the New York Times bought Wordle.
Are you still playing Wordle?
I'm not, no.
Are
not
you? Either. I'm not,
Okay.
but I have some friends who are like
Yeah.
in a group chat and they'll like still share their scores and like talk about the words and their strategies. I'm like, man.
At least it's not on my Facebook timeline.
And New York Times hasn't been doing too good with, or they've been in trouble, right? Like they had a word on Wordle that was like causing some controversy.
Really?
Yeah.
I
think
that.
not long after they bought
Oh,
Wordle.
really?
And then their like crossword puzzle recently a couple months ago was like just designed poorly, I will say.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, also, it's not hard to find controversy nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. You find in just about anything.
February 1st, Tom Brady retires from the NFL. Saw how long that lasted.
Spoiler alert, he's back.
February 4th, the 2022 Winter Olympics began in Beijing.
Okay.
Making the first ever city to host the Winter and Summer Olympics.
Oh, that's right. They did back to back.
Yeah. February 10th, Mavs. That's when Mavs traded away Kristaps Porzingis for Dinwiddie and Bertans.
Do we have both these players still?
We still have Dinwiddie and Bertans. Yep.
Okay.
Dinwiddie is probably our second best player.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Porzingis just won Player of the Week.
Really?
Yeah, so he's doing pretty good over in Washington.
Oh, Washington.
Wizards, yep. On February 13th, the LA Rams beat the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20.
Oh, you say
Super Bowl
Bengals?
56. What?
I say Bengals.
Like bang?
Yeah, I don't know. I just now realized that that's probably not how you say it, but yeah, I've heard Bengals before.
Bengals, yeah.
Bengals.
I think I've heard it both ways. By the way, it's that cat, right?
Yeah, some random cat.
February 24th is when Russia invaded Ukraine.
Holy smokes.
We're almost a year into that.
Yo, whoever's in Houston calling me up, stop, bro. I'm trying to record. Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that started just before the summer.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. March 9th, Alexandra Davis sues Jerry Jones claiming he is her father. Remember that?
Is this the paternity test that he was ordered by the judge recently?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
so
been
that's
going on for a while too.
Yeah, that case has been ongoing because you just mentioned in December the judge is making Jerry Jones get a DNA test done.
Cop it up,
dude. Staying in March, on March 10th, the MLB lockout came to an end and the season started late. March 25th, our guy Taylor Hawkins dies at the age of 50.
Foo Fighters drummer.
Yep.
Dang.
Gone too soon.
That was hard.
Yep, that was crazy. March 27th, Coda won Best Picture at the Oscars.
Okay. Dakota's the deaf one, right?
Yeah, but no one really remembers that about the Oscars.
No.
That is when the slap heard around the world happened, and Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on March 27th.
It's the only thing everyone remembers.
I'm still waiting for like a tell-all about that from Chris Rock.
I don't know. I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast, and he was saying he hasn't mentioned it. Even when he's around like small groups of people, he hasn't mentioned it.
Yeah.
He's probably not going to mention it until like, I guess he's ready or something. But I will say it sounded like it's not on Chris Rock's mind to address it anytime in the foreseeable future.
Interesting. April 4th, number 1 Kansas beats number 8 seed UNC North Carolina in the 2022 March Madness tournament. And April 30th, not a very eventful April. April 30th, Naomi Judd dies at the age of 76.
Naomi Judd?
Yep.
Why does this name sound familiar?
She's one of the sisters. the Jeds.
Oh, yes. Got it.
Country?
Yeah.
May 6th, monkeypox outbreak begins.
Dang, I remember this thing. I was getting scared, bro. I was like, no, not another year of being stuck in the house, please.
But that quickly went away.
Yeah, it did. It wasn't that popular of a virus, I guess.
May 15th, Mavs come back from down 2-0 to beat the Phoenix Suns and go to the Western Conference Finals.
I love the picture of Luka looking up at what's his name, Booker, where he's just like smiling at him.
Yeah,
and Booker's just like has a serious face, trying to focus.
Oh man, he has been on fire lately,
dude. He has just
Golly.
breaking records left and right.
Seriously. May 24th, the darkest day of the year. Uvalde school shooting leaves 21 people dead. May 24th.
Forgot about that.
Never be the same. Did you hear that city might not even be a city anymore?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
The lawsuit that they got hit with
Really?
is so big that it's
They'll
more
probably just go
valuable than the
bankrupt.
city. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember the number, but it was insanely high.
Yeah.
And they deserve every single penny of it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
how
every
that
single
works.
family should get what they got, but
Yeah.
I just don't see how a settlement that large can be settled
Yeah.
from a city.
Yeah, like what do you I
Yeah.
wonder what happens after that.
Yeah.
It's just a local city gobbles them up.
I don't know. It's crazy. Yep, sad time. And then 4 days later, May 28th, Top Gun Maverick opened in theaters and turned out to be the top movie of the year.
I will say it was a pretty good movie. Watched
was.
it over the Christmas break. And yeah, it was pretty good. Kind of wish I watched the first one just to kind of,
Yeah.
remember what happened.
Mhm.
But it was a pretty good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I did too, for sure. I want to rewatch it. It's on Paramount Plus now. June 1st, Marion Barber dies at the age of 38. Former Cowboys running back.
That's right. In his apartment, right?
Yep. Gone way too soon. 38 years old. Also, June 1st, the trial ends. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard.
My boy, it's free.
Captain Jack Sparrow's awarded $15 million from Amber Heard.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, we need that song drop from...
Oh, yeah, Lonely Island.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, what a wild time that was. I knew so many people just way too invested in that. Just like
Yeah.
watching the live footage of the trial and everything.
I mean, here probably later this year or maybe even next year, we're probably going to start seeing Johnny Depp in every movie there is now that
Right.
he's no longer blacklisted.
Yep. And, but on the other side, Amber Heard, probably not ever going to see her again.
Nope.
But at the same time, she just has to sell a couple houses and she'll give Johnny Depp his money.
Yeah, true. She's I think she's trying to like file a suit back or something like that.
Another one?
Yeah.
All right.
Like to go back, I guess, to lower how much she owes him or something. I don't know, but
Okay.
it's not the end of it. I'll just say that.
All right. We'll keep you posted here on the Red Pegasus Podcast. No, just kidding. June 16th, 2022, the Warriors beat the Boston Celtics in 6 games of the NBA Finals.
Honestly, I do not remember that at all.
June 24th, pretty big story in the news. The United States Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade.
Huge reaction around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Around the world, seriously, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty wild. And then June 30th, Ketanji Brown sworn in as the new Supreme Court Justice, marking the first ever black female seat in history.
Nice.
Pretty wild feat. July 12th, the first set of full-color images are released via the James Webb Space Telescope, showing stellar nurseries and distant galaxies in exquisite detail.
Dude, this has been a space station. This has been a huge telescope that's been in the works for a while. I remember talking about this with some people at work, like probably back in 2019. It probably stopped because of 2020. I keep forgetting about that year, but that's pretty cool that it's finally up there. And I mean, ever since it's been up there, I just keep seeing new pictures from like NASA on Instagram. Just
those pics are crazy looking.
Dude, they're so nice.
Yeah.
Nerding
Crazy.
out every time I see something.
For sure. July 13th, inflation hits 9.1%, marking a 40-year high.
Yeah, it's still pretty high. I got a friend. I'm like in a fantasy group chat, which I'll have to hit later on. But I'm in a fantasy football group chat with some friends from college, and recently someone was like, "I just went to the grocery store. This doesn't look like $100 worth of groceries anymore." And I'm like, "Yeah,
For real.
It's not good. It's not good."
It used to be hard to come out of a grocery store under $50. Now it's hard to come out of a grocery store under $100.
Under $100. Yeah, exactly.
July 31st, U.S. drone strike kills Al-Qaeda leader, a strategist behind the 9/11 attacks.
Wow, I don't remember this.
I purposely left his name out.
Al-Qaeda. The way you said it, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, July 31st, also on that same day, NBA legend, one of the greatest of all time, Bill Russell, dies at the age of 88. You'll see all the NBA players now wearing the 6 on their jersey.
Yeah.
It's in honor of Bill Russell.
Oh, really?
Yep. That was the number he wore.
What team did he play for?
Celtics.
Oh, okay.
He won like 12 rings with them or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Him and Wilt back then were the guys going up against each other all the time for the greatest of all time.
Yeah. And he won all of them with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice.
August 4th, Brittany Griner, found guilty of drug charges in Russia, faces a 9-year prison sentence. We'll circle back to that probably in around December.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Oh, man. August 8th, Olivia Newton-John dies at the age of 73.
Man.
Yeah.
Pop star
legend
and actress
in the music and entertainment industry. Yep. Her Grease role on point. August 15th, Texas Rangers fire manager Chris Woodward. 2 days later, cleaning house, Texas Rangers fired GM John Daniels. That was a pretty wild week for the Texas Rangers. Unfair to Chris Woodward, but I think it was time for John Daniels to go.
Yeah?
Yep.
Why'd you say unfair for Chris Woodward?
He just wasn't ever set up for success. I mean, they were in the years of tanking, rebuilding. Yeah, and John Daniels, while he built those 2 World Series teams.
That's all he's done?
Yeah. It's kind of been going downhill ever since.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really done a good job turning it around.
So,
now
general manager is in charge of what?
Manager and hiring the rest of the coaching staff and getting players, recruiting.
And the manager is in charge of just recruiting
just
or
managing
hiring
the team throughout the year.
Got it.
GM kind of oversees everything. Well, manager oversees players too in like AAA and AA, but GM oversees everything.
Got it.
And is in direct communication with ownership on spending.
Got it. So manager's like a coach, like a football coach?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. You learn something new every day?
Yep. And now, on the other hand, those 2 guys are gone. They've spent the most money in the last 2 years.
Hey, maybe that's what they needed.
They've spent the 3rd most money in the last 2 years on free agents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, these guys. And then they start spending.
That's what companies do, though. When they're like, we need to make some money. So they hire the top earners of their company in order to hire some more of the lower people or something,
Yeah, he's crazy.
That was funny.
August 29th, rounding out the month, the Korn song breaks the internet.
It's cold. A big lumpy knot. It's got the juice. It's got the juice.
September 8th, Queen Elizabeth dies at 96 after 7 decades on the throne.
Wow.
Obviously, one of the biggest stories around the world of the year 2022.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, she's been around for obviously such a long time.
Yeah. Longest to ever hold the throne.
The only royal I know to have held the throne.
Yeah.
Held the throne.
A lot of people could say that, you know? I mean, 7 decades. If you're 70.
Some people have only lived with one with one royalty holding the throne.
For real. It's just insane when you think about that. September 12th, my second daughter was born.
Hey, there you go.
Had to throw her in here.
I see. I didn't finish it. I just read September 12th. Darian. I was like, Darian.
My family's news made the year-end review of 2022.
There you go.
Happy birthday, Sadie, on September 12th. September 26th, NASA's DART crashes into an asteroid in the first test of planetary defense.
Got it.
Remember when that happened?
Yes. When you were talking about DART, I thought you were talking about Dallas Area Rapid Transit. I was like, wait, what? When did this happen? I did
NASA
not
bought them
remember
out,
this at all.
and they're taking them to the space.
You just see the green line being launched into space. Just next stop, asteroid.
This new Silver Line, is it going to the airport or is it going to space?
That's right, and it worked. So
yes.
now we have some sort of way to protect ourselves from anything coming at us.
I'm not sure it would work, but completely. But they hit the asteroid.
Yeah, no,
That's pretty crazy.
it was good though.
Huh?
It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. September 28th, Hurricane Ian slams Florida, marked as one of the strongest storms to ever hit the U.S.
Wow.
September 28th, we lost Coolio,
A
age of 59.
lot of deaths in this one.
Hmm?
A lot of deaths in this one.
Yep.
You're also about to start October with a death too.
Yes, a lot of big names died this year. Sad to see him go. October 4th, Loretta Lynn dies at the age of 90. Another music star. October 12th, jury orders Alex Jones to pay $965 million in damages for repeatedly calling the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting a hoax.
Wow.
And he wouldn't shut up, so the judge later ordered $473 more million in fines. Wild.
That dude. I mean, if that guy can pay that off and still be Alex Jones, how can the Uvalde one must be way more than that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
That's crazy though.
Insane.
$473 million in fines.
Yeah. October 14th, Kroger buys Albertsons for a record $24.6 billion. It's the largest deal in the history of the U.S. grocery industry.
Wow.
Yeah. They're like, hey, GB coming? Nah.
HEB coming down. More
we
Krogers.
got the hype.
Dang. I did not know that happened.
And then speaking of deals, October 27th, Elon Musk finally and officially acquired Twitter. Did you see that image of him walking into the headquarters with a sink?
Yes. So I saw it on Twitter the first day. I was like, I don't get it. What is he carrying? Like a fax machine? A printer? Like, I'm so confused.
Right.
And then we were talking about it at work. And then they were like, he's holding a sink. And it's the joke, let that sink in. And I'm like, that is pretty funny.
That's good.
I get it now.
Elon Musk has the dry humor on point.
He does. He's he seems like such a cool guy to hang out with. There was this video I saw where he went to the World Cup. And he was in his like suite at one of the stadiums. There's a whole bunch of kids who see him. It's like, he's Elon Musk. He's famous. Like, and I guess one of the kids is like, can I give you a hug? And Elon Musk is like, so what do you guys say? Like, should I give him a hug? And then he's like, it's kind of hard to hug you over this like wall window thing. And it was just so funny. He just seems like a guy who's just so chill and like be fun to hang out with, but also maybe dark to hang out with.
Right.
I wonder if he'd be like, dude, world's coming to an end.
Yeah.
AI's taking over everything.
Yeah. Honestly, I can see that for sure coming from him.
That's too funny.
Speaking of the public interacting with celebrities, did you see that interaction with Bad Bunny?
No.
Like maybe last week?
Oh, is it when he was at his toy drive? Or
No.
something?
Well, he might have been. He was walking in this specific scenario.
Yeah.
Some girl came up to him with her phone to take a selfie while they're walking together.
Yeah.
He snags her phone out of her hand and chunks it.
What?
Yes.
I did not.
And you see
this.
this girl's face like super happy, and then all of a sudden like in shock. Like, are you kidding me?
Like,
What?
bruh.
I was just your biggest fan. Now I'm your worst fan.
Wow, I did not
He
see
just
that.
straight grabbed it and chunked it into like a set of bushes. There's video out there.
We'll have to look it up.
It's
No, I didn't
crazy.
see this, but Natalie was telling me he had like a toy drive in Puerto Rico, and it was just like, I think she was saying that it was swarmed with a whole bunch of people,
Oh, really?
just like constantly trying to get in touch with him.
Can't imagine.
I'm like, gosh, the dude is famous.
Yeah, he's arguably the world's biggest music star right now.
Definitely has to be. He was in Bullet Train. Have you seen Bullet Train?
Right? Oh,
It's
no,
on
but I
Netflix
know what
right
you're
now.
talking about with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good movie. I heard not bad things, but I heard people say that it wasn't great.
Mm.
I mean, it's not great, but it was a really good movie.
Okay.
I liked it.
Free Sug and Wreck in the middle of the show.
There you go.
Speaking of stars, we lost another one. Jerry Lee Lewis died at the age of 86. The pioneer of the rock and roll music genre.
Dude, seriously, big time names.
Yep. November 5th, the Houston Asterisks beat the Philadelphia Phillies in their first title win since their sign-stealing victory back in 2017. Yeah, you see, that's how I worded it. Moving on, November 5th, Aaron Carter dies at the age of 34.
Yep. That was big.
That was crazy. November 11th, the cryptocurrency FTX, once valued at $18 billion, files for bankruptcy.
Dude, this something weird is going on with this whole story. Like, seriously, something weird. He's on bail. Where did he get that money from? He's like on house arrest at his parents' home in California. He's like, his trial date isn't even until like October. Something crazy is going on. There's like some story that a rumor that was going on with Brady and Giselle. And because Brady was one of the FTX like spokespersons that he like did a commercial for them.
Okay.
And they were saying that they got a divorce so she can take the money that he made from that commercial so he wouldn't have to pay it back or something. It was really weird. Just huge conspiracy, like huge rumors like going out there. But this FTX stuff is weird.
Yeah.
We'll have to get Trey back on to talk about it.
Yeah, right. Honestly. But it's crazy how like it's not that long ago they were valued at $18 billion.
Yeah.
Like, how do you just plummet that fast? That's insane.
Taking all that money out.
Yeah. I think he's laundering that money somewhere, some way.
Got to.
Somehow.
Got to.
November 15th, Taylor Swift breaks Ticketmaster.
That's right.
Literally broke it.
That is right.
And then November 16th, NASA launches Artemis 1, finally. The first uncrewed mission of its space launch system. The most powerful rocket ever to reach orbit.
Wow.
And then the onboard Orion capsule orbits the moon before returning to Earth as a demonstration of planned human missions.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it's closer than we can sense, this whole traveling to space thing.
Yeah. Ever since Bezos and Musk launching people up into space, it seems like it's going to be coming here in like, I would say less than 5 years.
Yeah. But I mean, now that you got NASA doing it, like, yeah, it's going to be very much more applicable to people, the general public.
Definitely.
Especially if NASA's doing it.
Still going to be hella expensive, though.
Yeah. You're still going to have a lot of money. I'm not saying I'm going this year. Yeah. December 8th, Brittany Griner's back. She's finally freed from Russia.
There you go.
December 18th. It's all recently happening, but finishing off the year here. December 18th, Lionel Messi and Argentina win the 2022 FIFA World Cup.
Finally.
Yes.
Dude finally gets his World Cup.
Officially the greatest of all time. Arguably the greatest athlete of all time across all sports.
Ooh.
Because you could say it's the hardest to get to the top of that sport. Because it's...
I don't know, man. Dana White said that soccer was for weak people. That's all. I'm just going to drop that there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'd like to see him try it. December 29th, speaking of soccer, Pelé. We lose Pelé at the age of 82.
Man.
Yeah. Previous GOAT of soccer. December 30th. Yeah, the year just ended on a really rough note. December 30th, it was the worst year marked for stocks since 2008.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's scary.
So, yeah, careful where you're investing. December 30th, also on that day, we lost Barbara Walters, the age of 93. I feel like she was just interviewing Biden or something, you know? Like, she was working a long time.
I swear she was still on TV and working.
And I did not know she was 93.
I had no idea either. I thought she was like 80 something.
Yeah. She was still going strong last time I saw her on TV, and I swear it was just like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
But one of the greats of the news journalism world.
Definitely.
And then closing out the year, another death. December 31st, Pope Benedict XVI dies at the age of 95.
Wow. This past year was full of popular deaths and huge milestones for space.
Yeah.
Is what I'm grabbing.
Yep. Well put. And a lot of big fines in courts, and a lot of big purchases of things. You know.
Oh yeah, Twitter
From
and
Twitter
Elon,
to Kroger. Yeah, it was like.
And Apple just overall being the best. I guess I didn't really help them out. I guess I helped them out last year by buying an Apple Watch recently.
Yeah.
I'm kind of regretting, but oh well, we'll just move past that. But yeah, anyways, on to a word from our sponsor.
We shouted out to Crossbar Soccer Beer in Richardson, Texas, where you chill and play every day. They have men's leagues, coed leagues, and pickup every night of the week. It's obviously the spot for playing fun indoor soccer, but you can also consume some of the best beers featured across our beautiful Metroplex and the greater state overall, while hanging out with friends and family. They have TVs to watch whatever you'd like. Typically sports is on, but they take requests. You can play video games there. Usually have FIFA tournaments going on. And then they have fun lawn games like cornhole, spike ball, and horseshoes, things like that. Crossbar in Richardson has been featured on Fox 4, Dallas Morning News, Dallas Heights, and of course yours truly, the Red Pegasus Podcast. Got to throw them in there. So if you're unaware now, have you been living under a rock? Go check them out, and then follow them on socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at crossbar.dallas. Chill and play every day. Or just visit their website for all the information at crossbardallas.com. Then, of course, your boys got to drop their stuff here. While you're at it, follow us on the socials, Twitter and Instagram at Red Pegasus Pod. Facebook, you can follow along in our page or join in with the group and interact. We still have merchandise at the link in all of our bios via Teespring. And don't forget to rate, review, download the podcast, whatever platform you listen to. Smash those buttons everywhere you listen on every device. And keep up with us. It's the best way you can support our little engine that could, our independent podcast. We appreciate all the love. Then most importantly, share the podcast to friends and family. Maybe you know someone who just moved here, is wanting to know what's going on in and around town. We got you covered. The Red Pegasus Podcast. Also, just wanted to say one thing here before we get into Suggs and Rex. That incident, Monday Night Football. Did you see it? Involving DeMar Hamlin?
Yes.
Golly,
that was crazy.
That was insane. I've never seen anything like that.
Not
even in UFC.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. And you would think you'd see that in that sport out of every other sport.
Right.
But that was pretty crazy. I forgot what they're calling it necessarily, but do you remember? Like how to pronounce it?
No, I don't know the exact term, but
it's like a very rare thing.
Yeah.
Where you like get hit with a huge amount of force near your heart, and it also has to time with the rhythm of your heart, like your heart beats at a certain time, and that's the time if it gets hit where all this can happen. I'm just like, wow, the chances of all of that happening is just crazy. And I mean, at this point, what isn't crazy in this world?
Right.
Like everything is just going down the toilet.
I mean, he did suffer from cardiac arrest, but you're talking about a specific word, right?
Yeah. It's like a thing that they called it.
Yeah.
It's like this event, when this event happens, whenever you get hit in that chest area around your heart, and your heart beats at a certain point, if those two collide at the right time.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I couldn't even pronounce it if I tried. But yeah, they've come out with an update on him.
Yeah.
And he said he's still in critical condition,
mm-hmm.
but he is neurologically intact.
Yeah.
So That's, I think, a miracle in and of itself.
Definitely.
He's awake and breathing,
That's
and
good.
he's holding people's hands, which is telling
Oh,
them
nice.
that like he can use all his nerves properly.
Yeah.
And then he communicated to somebody by writing a letter asking who won the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, dang.
Dedication.
Yeah. But obviously they didn't.
Glad
end
he's
up-
doing good. Yeah, he had like 2 cardiac arrests on the field before they were able to take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a crazy moment, but glad that he's doing okay. Glad that it seems like he's recovering well.
Yep.
And then of course now you just have everybody going after the NFL, like trying to figure out what to do next. And it's like, yo, this thing just happened. Like, you
Mhm.
think they're gonna have answers immediately?
Right.
And of course, trying to cancel the NFL, which I just do not see happening.
Yeah. They have to play. I mean, obviously, thoughts and prayers are with them first and foremost. Much more important than football, of
Yeah,
course. But they have to play that game too.
yeah.
There's way too much on the line for the playoffs
Mm-hmm.
with that game because those are like 2 of the top teams in the AFC, Cincinnati and Buffalo. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but even if they don't play the game, out of respect or to honor DeMar, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, seriously.
You just call it a tie, but that would really hurt both of the teams' seeding chances for the playoffs.
Oh well.
I mean, I don't know what they'd have to just come to the decision, I guess, and agree on it.
Yeah, seriously. That was some scary stuff.
That was wild, man. Never seen anything like it.
Nothing like it before.
If they didn't rush to him quick enough, which they got to him in like 10 seconds,
Oh, really?
he would have died on the field.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I barely saw the clip like a couple days ago. And I saw where he like tackled, got up, and like started falling backwards. or
It looked like a
whatever.
normal hit.
Yeah,
It's a normal tackle. Like, I've seen tackles way worse than that.
definitely way worse than that.
It was crazy, man.
Crazy, but glad he's doing well.
Yeah. but
Hopefully
he's-
he continues to recover well as well.
Yep. Another wild, weird thing that happened that same day. The Cotton Bowl happened at AT&T Stadium
Mhm.
between Tulane and USC,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the last known instance where that happened in another football game. It was a Tulane game back in 2012, where a player got hit and had cardiac arrest on the field and everything.
Really?
They honored him at that game, at the Cotton Bowl, that same day that happened to DeMar Hamlin.
Wow.
That was crazy. Yeah, he was there in a wheelchair and everything, and they honored him on the screen with a video montage of him and his
Yeah.
career, and it was that same day, that same night that happened to DeMar.
What the heck?
Yeah, the only two, like no other thing happened like that, and in between those 2 instances, to my knowledge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, something's coming, man. Something's weird. Something's not adding up.
Yeah. Really
this
weird.
Is, this already starting off this new year weird.
Yep. All right, moving on to Suggs and Rex.
Yeah.
Good, Martin.
Yep.
What you got for us?
Oh man, why you gotta do me like this? All right, I got 2. I'm not gonna say the second one. Maybe I'll mention it some other time. But Knives Knives Out, Glass Onion. That
Oh, yeah.
is a really good movie.
Yeah?
Have you seen the first Knives Out?
No.
Okay.
I heard they're pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it
It's
like
a
a
murder mystery,
Okay.
kind of like Clue.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen Knives Out, the first one, I would suggest you watch that. You don't have to watch it in order to watch the second one.
Okay.
But the Glass Onion one on Netflix, top notch.
Okay.
Really good. I like it. And it's got huge actors in there too.
Yeah.
So
Saw the cast was stellar.
yeah, stack. My favorite is Dave Bautista.
Mm.
He's just like some meathead who likes guns and like has like a Twitch channel where he live streams everything.
Mm.
There's a scene where he's like in Speedo, it seems like, and he's getting out the pool and he's got his gun holstered to his waist.
Yeah.
He just like pulls it out randomly, like shoots it up in the air and like puts it back. Dude, it's just it's a really funny movie too.
Okay.
Good overall.
All right. You got me sold then. I'll check it out. I've been passing it by just because like I never saw the first one, but
Mhm.
since you say I don't have to watch the first one, then
Yeah,
I'll
the
check this
only
one out.
one that's the same character is Daniel Craig. the detective,
Yeah. Okay.
but that's it.
Cool. All right. Netflix,
You?
right?
Yeah.
That's what it is? Yeah. All right, Martin. Well, I'm a huge advocate of the Yellowstone universe.
I finally finished season 5.
Oh,
of
yeah?
Yellowstone. Yeah.
Well, it's the mid-season finale, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they come back in the summer.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of notions on why they're waiting 6 months for that, but I'll save that for another day. I'm recommending 1923.
Did you recommend 1883?
Oh,
too?
yeah. I'm recommending all of them. Because if you're not, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Not only on historical context and how our nation has grown from where we have been,
Yeah.
but also just stellar storytelling and writing. It is amazing, just top to bottom. Incredible what Taylor Sheridan does to these Yellowstone spin-off
So he's writing all
origin
3.
stories. Yeah.
Wow.
He's doing all these.
I had no
Anything
idea.
that involves the Dutton name,
Yeah.
he is writing them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He has a co-writer for Yellowstone now, kind of helping him out.
Mhm.
I think he solely writes these origin stories. Did you
Got
watch
it.
1883?
Not yet. No. Well, we probably will now that
Okay.
we finished season 5.
Yeah. You need to. Especially because in season 4, it goes back to a lot of stuff in the origin story from 1883.
Oh really?
Yeah. Remember the scenes with Tim McGraw and stuff? In season 4 of Yellowstone? How it
Tim
flashes
McGraw.
back to the old times.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what Tim
And it
McGraw
shows the
looks
little
like.
boys
Dude, I'm horrible
in
with
the
like, actors'
cabins.
names and stuff.
It shows the little boys in the cabin and just like, yeah. It shows them acquiring the land with the Indians and all that stuff
Oh, okay.
way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces that are tying together from these origin stories to what's happening now in Yellowstone. And anyways, 1923, fast forward, obviously 40 years after 1883, the first one that he made. He comes back. Harrison Ford stars in this.
Yeah.
Helen Mirren stars in this. And boy, oh boy, it's still so dramatic, man. They just cannot escape the drama,
Yeah.
the wildness of the Western world just being expanded over the time of the history of the U.S. And yeah, that's just a story unlike any other I've ever seen on television. It's a feature film in every episode.
Really?
Yes, yes.
That
Every
good?
episode is its own story. And
Dang.
in 1923, they have some gruesome scenes of how natives were treated back then. So I want to preface
okay.
that,
Yeah.
but it just shows how real it is.
Yeah.
Like how Sheridan doesn't
Back
shy
away.
away
Yeah.
from how it really was back then, because he wants to show like the realness of how our country was and where we've come from. So really good show. They release every Sunday night. It is only on Paramount Plus.
Freaking Paramount Plus.
Yeah, so that's the downside. But if you want to do a free trial, just wait till it all releases and watch it all at once.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
true.
And I've known a lot of people that did that.
or something.
Yeah, I've known a lot of people that did that with 1883. Just got the
Smart.
free trial just to stream that and call it a day. Because it's only 8 episodes each show. I think is only going to be 8 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a pretty easy watch. But it is very deep in each episode of watching. So it's good stuff. Even in this 1923, there's a scene where they go into town and they meet some guys selling some appliances. And he's selling the world's first clothes dishwasher. Or
Oh,
not
really?
Dishwasher, the first clothes washer. And they're like, "What does this wash?" They're like, "It washes clothes." You're like, "No, you're kidding."
Yeah.
And then he says, "You want to check out my refrigerator?" And they're like, "What's that?" It stores your clothes. I mean, why am I just? I'm mixing my words like crazy right now. Anyways, you got to see the scene because I wouldn't be able to retell it like it's shown. But they're showing the early stages because after the World War,
Right.
and they're showing how America came from that. And it's still the Prohibition era, so dealing with all that, Great Depression era, dealing with all that. So it's a lot
You're
going
right.
on
There's a lot to
during
work
this
around.
this time frame. So, and he does a great job of revealing all that and showing what it was like back then. So
Nice.
it was really cool, little show. And there's only been 3 episodes so far at the time of this recording. So been that good so far. So looking forward to finishing it off.
Nice. We'll have to watch that one too.
Yeah,
You could probably watch both simultaneously, right?
yeah. Let's see why not.
All right. We'll try and do that because we're always trying to watch shows at different times for something.
Yeah, I specifically pay for Paramount Plus, so You need to log in. Just hit me up.
Hey, there you go. Got the connect.
Yeah. All right, man. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Just a quick cheers to 2022.
Cheers to 2022. As the title says, Sayonara. We will not see you in the future. But hopefully this next year will be just a little bit better.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Might see some commercialized space flight.
Yeah. Be pretty cool.
All right, we'll see you.
Peace out.
Girl Scout.